Okay, I put in some work. I put in a bit of work, I did a bit of fusing, I spent a lot of money. Upgraded my Yims to Pythons, so they're just higher level, more stats. Holy Dance, Ice Dance. This one I just upgraded flat. This one I use the Ice set on, so I can give him Ice Dance, Boothridine, Ice Amp, Ice Boost, and Dual Shadow. Also Holy Dance as well, obviously. Made this bitch, so can't be touched by anything but physical. Wish I could have got anti. Well, I gave him anti-most just because like something to pass on, because they were only weak to physical and wind. So I bought a null force to get rid of that. And I put on the anti-most. So if I fuse them down the line, I can carry that across. Made this boy just for some physical strength. I made that boy. That boy. He is big physicals, big all the time. And I made this just new healer person. Can't get that. Well, I haven't got these yet, but we will. This person's mostly just here, just to be there. Honestly, like, it's a good healer, but like they're just there to be there. All right.
I just told you how it goes. La 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 la. And I just told you it's a bit off, moron. It's supposed to go la 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Idols.
La la. Ugh. Now you got me all confused, stupid Hina.
You girls alright there?
Well, we are an ideal idol duo, right, I? Mm-hmm. Sometimes we get a little too passionate, though, and end up in screaming matches like this. At least we figured out how to argue properly not too long ago. It was pretty bad for a while. I would be bawling, and she'd start biting me. It was not a pretty picture.
Sounds about right.
I barely broke the skin. Let it go.
Alright.
Besides, you weren't any better. The way you acted the first time we met was so awkward. Listen to this, right?
In this world or the last one?
So, there I was, playing my keyboard out on the street, just improvising. Then, this crazy girl in the crowd starts spinning and dancing. And of course, it was stupid Hina. She was in the groove, right? So, I finish, and she just runs up to me and shouts, "Let's form a duo!" Talk about coming on too strong. Plus, duo? It's not like we're a comedy act or something. You're lucky it was me you came to, not some other random street pianist. They'd be totally freaked out by that, right? Uh-uh, that's so not true. Listen here. It just means that I's stupid music is that amazing. When I first heard Irie's music, I was stuck trying to decide between doing what my family wanted or what I wanted. The moment I heard those keys, I knew what I had to do. I's music saved me. Hina was in Nagoya for a traditional Japanese dance recital, but she totally ditched it to dance with me. I's music has the power to sway hearts. I'll give her that. What do you mean, give her that? I've got tons of other good points.
Like
how I'm overflowing with youth? Something you seem to be lacking.
I've looked it up. She's not that old. I've looked it up. She's not that old.
Toss her an insult and she flings it right back. I'd never expect anything less from my eye. Oh, speaking of which, we should get back to that melody. Hey, let's ask him what he thinks. We seem to have hit a wall. Good call. We're writing a new song. It's supposed to help people have hope for the future. Except we're stuck on the chorus. What kind of melody do you think would work? The ones we were arguing about before? If things were that simple, we'd be done by... Wait
a minute.
that
just might work. This might make the dance a lot more complex, Hina. Are you okay with that tune?
Have some faith in your partner, I. You're always reading too much into stuff. It keeps you from going all out. Don't worry. I'll follow along no matter what you play. So you play your heart out.
Aw, Hina. Okay, I won't hold back. We're going full throttle with an Irie melody I know you'll love. Thanks for your help. This is gonna be our best song yet.
Come on, let's go try it out. Thanks.
Okay, I got nothing for that. Let's try that again.
Oh, yeah, something like that. So much happened here. I thought I'd come and try to sort out my feelings. This place has changed so much. Not too long ago, it was full of smiling and music. It feels like forever ago, but it's only been 3 days. I think I said the same thing when we were going off to fight Polaris.
You guys came here too.
Hina, I guess we're both thinking the same thing.
Yeah. Okay then, partner. Let's rock this place.
Let's do it! That song we wrote thanks to you, we want to play it here first, for all those who died. And we want you to hear it too.
Ah, yeah, let's go. I've heard this. I'm certain I've heard this. This sounds so familiar. I've heard that. I swear I've heard that somewhere.
Woo! You two are so cool! I never thought I'd get to hear the IsNation stars live! You girls rock! I can't wait for the next show!
Huh? What?
Looks like we got a crowd going.
This many people? For real?
Yes, Ryuji.
Are you two idols?
Yes.
That performance was amazing! It really cheered me up. Bravo!
Irie! Hinako! You rock!
How is this not like a fate point for both of them?
I didn't think that many people were listening. I can't believe it.
Hey, how'd we do? Really? You know, the actual show's gonna be even better. Pyrotechnics and lasers and everything.
Of course.
So you better come see us after we fix the world, got it? Promise me. We'll bring back the world. That way we can make music to our heart's content.
I'll be counting on you, partner.
Yeah, and I'll be counting on you too.
Again, how is that not for both of them?
His words finally helped me to realize the truth. I should have been concise and honest with you from the start. You deserve a reason for why I did not approve of your plan. It was not merely to protect the potentials of the Shining One and the 13 others. I didn't want to see your potential wiped out. I just wanted you to live.
Why are you bringing this up now? Even if you'd said that, I likely still would have gone ahead with my plans.
You may be right, but things might have changed. I told you about their potential, but I neglected to tell you of your own. I assumed you wouldn't change, and in doing so, I fled from my own potential.
Either way, there's nothing to be done about it now. No matter how you try to make amends, we still parted ways. Apologies cannot change the past.
This is true. I am too late.
Then why?
Because we can choose our future, you and I, right now. That's why I am here. I'd like you to accept me one more time, for the sake of a brighter future. Miyako Hotsui, I need your light.
You say some pretty human things.
It takes one to know one.
You think you're being cute, but you're not.
He is.
Maybe I should tie you up again.
He might be into that.
I am surprised. I never imagined I'd hear jesting from you, Miyako Hotsui. I believe this new Miyako Hotsui is cute as well.
I'm glad everyone, no matter how hard ass she tries to be, every single person here is like, she's kind of adorable. Look at her go.
Say what you like. I don't care.
Shining One, have my words reached her this time? I see. Yes, I believe you're right. Thank you, Shining One. You have taught me something once again. This feeling of learning is quite amazing. If I can continue to learn and grow, perhaps being anguished is not as bad as it seemed. Humans truly are a wonderful species.
Why were you called the Anguished One?
The 14 lights that have gathered here will surely defeat Canopus and illuminate as yet unknown potential. Are you suggesting that I shine with the same light as you and your allies? Thank you, Shining One. I'm very glad that you are my friend.
And he just disappears again. Can you just walk out of a room normally? Why must you always fucking teleport? Man always hits me with the goddamn deuces and just pieces out. Like, can you just leave a room? No, we have doors, sir. You can use the door. Okay. What goes into that? It's a higher level than I can even see. God damn. Alright, fair enough.
There's no need to thank me. You happen to be in the larger group, so naturally we saved you.
Sounds complicated, but I don't care. I'm alive. Thank you for saving me. You have no clue what that meant to me and my family.
What is this?
It's thank you, Candy, for saving me. Well, I should go. My dad's waiting for me. Bye!
What it meant to him and his family. Then what did it mean for those we had to sacrifice? For their families?
Pain and suffering, probably.
Oh, I didn't notice you there.
Yeah, no one ever does.
I stepped out here to take a small break from improving the terminal, and that child came up to me. I do not comprehend your question. I saved that boy during a large-scale search and destroy operation Gyps conducted. During the mission, we had no choice but to sacrifice the few to save the many. That child was saved because he happened to be with the larger group. If circumstances had been different, I could have signed his death warrant without hesitation. Am I still qualified to accept this? Even now, I do not regret the sacrifices I made on that mission. And I will make that same choice every time, without a moment's hesitation. It's because at heart, I'm not human.
No, I mean, Yamato would do that.
You think so? I don't understand. Your words raise many new questions for me. I find myself in even deeper turmoil. Why do you show so much concern for me?
Because I'm a good boy. I love that fucking sprite. She just rears up like a fucking cat. I love it.
I must get going. Please, excuse me. it's you. I don't know what to do. Yes, I'm afraid I might lose you, or the others during our battle with Canopus.
Someone will probably die. If I bring Kato along, so he will probably die. Because he is an attack dog. He is not around for a long time. He's around for a good time, not a long time.
When I think about it, I feel this dread. I can't stop shaking. And of all things, I think I've begun to value my own life as well.
Oh, heaven forbid.
Is this because of our meeting? When I first decided to battle Canopus, I was willing to sacrifice everything to defeat him. But now,
Oh shit.
I can no longer be who I was. It is difficult to put into words. My feelings, my need to protect mankind hasn't changed. But I can't look at deaths like they're mere numbers anymore. In the past, I had no attachments, to others or myself. I saw no meaning in each individual spark of life, and I was alone. Because of this, death held no significance to me, no emotion. But you all kept reaching out to me, relentlessly reaching out to me. You kept striving to reach me, made me feel what it was like to have human emotions. You showed me that there was so much meaning behind life and death. Now that I know, how can I be the way I used to be? Callous and cold. I can no longer stand fast by my old beliefs, and yet I can never have a human heart. I'm broken. I'm so weak now.
I mean, we gotta. To be fair, all of these options are good options. Or these two options, I'd say, are good options. This one's for the meme.
Oh. It's like you're disarranging my mind. My divine order.
That's a very weird euphemism, but fair enough.
I'm not shaking anymore. But I feel something deep inside.
Do not let Io see this. She will throw hands.
I want to protect you. To stay with you. What's happening to me? This isn't weakness anymore. It's warmth. It's strength. Tell me. Please tell me what's happening. So this is my heart. It wasn't created. It's my very own. Perhaps my desire to be a shield for humanity was something created in me. But perhaps it wasn't. But that doesn't matter. What's important is facing the feelings I have right now, rather than troubling over their origin. I will believe that these feelings are mine. Mine alone. I want to understand what they mean. I want to live my life. I want to discover what my heart truly wants. It's difficult, agonizing, and often troubling, but overall, I suppose it's not that bad. My change has only just begun. So, please, see this through with me. Guide me with your light, my shining one.
Jeez, that's the first time we see a genuine, like, proper smile from this girl. God damn. Also, you can't call me that. Only Psyduck can call me that. That's his pet name for me. You can't take that. It's cute that you did it, considering your origins, but that's his name for me. You can't do that. You cannot steal his pet name for me. Only my boyfriend gets to call me that. That doesn't seem correct. Two different people gave me Lucifer. That doesn't seem correct. That doesn't seem correct. That seems like that might be an error. That seems like that might be an error.
I've been considering what Miyako said to me.
As head of the Hotsuin family, I am unable to leave Japan due to my importance to its national defense. In fact, I never even considered leaving the country in the first place. But what Miyako said was to go die somewhere else. Somewhere out in the world. That's the same as telling me to forget my position, deny my name, and be free. No, I suppose not. There is one thing I would like to try. Does your offer to do something for me still stand? This isn't because of what she said. As I mentioned, I've never left Japan. And for better or worse, Miyako Hotsuin does exist in this world. There may be fatal flaws with her personality, but her skill is nothing to scoff at. And I thought, perhaps it wouldn't be a terrible idea to leave Gyps to her and go on a journey. I'd like to go out on my own 2 feet and see the world that I, as Yamato Hotsuin, have a responsibility to protect. Of course, my sworn friend. We shall always be together.
Oh, yeah.
I see. So that is what you wish for.
Where did you come from? You're worse than the blasted demons.
I heard from Daichi Shijima that the Shining One wished to give Yamato Hotsuin a gift. May I accompany you as well?
Must you tag along?
Why not?
Just like him, I am also grateful for all that you have done. So please, allow me to join in rewarding you.
Do as you will. However, let me make this perfectly clear. There's no place for any of your suspicious powers during this journey.
Why not? He can fly and teleport us.
You ought practice walking.
Understood. We are to walk together as one, so it is a reasonable request.
Precisely. We shall travel by means of public transportation. That said, where shall we set our destination? You're right. The future and all its possibilities are in our hands. That doesn't sound too bad at all.
It sounds like this will be a fun trip.
Ah, yeah.
With the 2 of you. It is for that dream which we shall win this final battle.
Of all the things, that's that's a very simple wish. Like, I just wanna see shit, man. Wow, what's up with the fucking demon shit? Like, goddamn. All right. Who have we got left? So Ronaldo, Daichi, Otome, Keita, Irie, Joe. Yeah, alright.
What were the results of the recent seek and destroy operation?
No casualties amongst our unit. We neutralized the demons as planned.
Were there civilian casualties?
No casualties, Chief Hotsuin.
That's impossible. All our predictions showed an inevitable 40% casualty rate. Please explain, Agent.
We had the cooperation of civilian app users, ma'am. With their help, we were able to surround and exterminate the demons.
Civilian app users?
They proposed we work together. So we joined forces to put down the demon threat. This went against our original strategy, but I felt it was the best decision in the field. I accept full responsibility.
Thank you, Agent. Please return to Perimeter Watch.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, you came. Civilians are meant to be protected. Yet, by working together with those civilians, everyone was kept safe. I couldn't believe my ears.
He's right. Every civilian and every agent think and worry. We all share these struggles together.
Mr. Kuriki?
Together, they chose the best way to protect everybody involved. Just like you do. We all want to save people, gyps and civilians alike. That's why we must join forces. We can save so many innocent lives.
Even if we did ally, it's impossible to save everybody. There's no guarantee that next time will go as smoothly.
Of course, even I don't believe such fantasies. That doesn't mean we shouldn't strive to save as many lives as we can. That's why I'm here. I humbly request that you order your agents to cooperate with civilian tamers. Please, Miss Hotsui, I beg of you.
Oh yeah, we do it again. Let's go.
You think so too? First you oppose me, and now you bow your head and beg a favor.
Yeah, he does that.
Mr. Kuriki, I'm concerned with aspects of your proposal. However, I cannot deny the results garnered by my staff working together with civilian tamers. Considering the rate at which our force is decreasing, I must agree that building a common front is the best decision. I shall give a formal order to my staff. They will cooperate with your app users and do their utmost to save all lives that can be saved.
Let me thank you as well, Miss Hotsui.
You do not need to thank me. I merely decided that your proposal was logical. Keep in mind, this is nothing more than a temporary alliance. It will help us all to endure until this catastrophe is over. Do not forget, we need to defeat Canopus to put an end to this. We must win, at all costs. I shall take my leave. New strategies must be formulated.
I will not fail. We will unite so that we can emerge victorious. No, so we can take back all our tomorrows.
It's a bit much, but okay.
Thank you for coming with me. Your presence gave me the courage to do this. Now I can fight Canopus with every ounce of my strength. There's only a little more to do. Together, we can build a future for mankind. I'll see you soon. I have to go tell the guys that backup's on the way.
Okay, anomaly. I don't know who that is. Oh, 3 paths. Hello.
Alcor and I are nearly finished with the terminal. With some final adjustments, we should be able to use it to reach Canopus.
I believe I'm not required for this part of the process. My work on the skill crack modifications should soon be finished as well.
Good work, both of you. Through our battle with the shards, we have finally found a glimmer of hope. We may have a chance at defeating Canopus. Still, before we begin this final battle, there is a decision we must make.
Alright.
Do you prefer to be first?
Yes.
Rather, I have no intention of questioning your priorities, but now is not the time for that. We must decide what we will do with the world after Canopus is defeated.
That is true. Defeating Canopus is a necessity to stop the world's collapse. However, the more important question is how we shall deal with future Administrator invasions. It is a decision that must be made now. The answer we decide will determine what kind of world the next regression will bring us.
I'm sure we each have our own opinions. However, we need to agree on a single course of action. Any disagreement can affect morale.
Yamato's got a point there. Hey, does this situation remind you guys of anything? Like last time with Polaris? We all gathered like this and spoke pretty freely about what we wanted. Then again, last time we all ended up at each other's throats because we couldn't agree.
I haven't forgotten. But this time, we can stand together. We can overcome this crisis.
I gotta agree with you there. It makes me damn proud.
Agreed. So let us speak freely now. What will we do with the world when Canopus lies defeated? If anyone has an idea on how to deal with the invading administrators, speak now.
We have to do something about them before they annihilate humanity. But what can we do?
Well, I've got an idea how we can handle them. It's simple. We destroy every administrator. We eradicate every sword that comes for us.
Mr. Kuriki, are you mad?
He is.
There are countless administrators and swords, as numerous as the stars themselves. It would be a fool's errand to try and slay them all.
I think our odds are pretty good, actually. Once we defeat Canopus, we'll have access to the astrolabe once again. We hold the administrative authority, and Psyduke can manipulate the astrolabe. The damage caused by each invasion could be easily undone by regressing the world to a previous state. As long as humanity controls the astrolabe, we stand a solid chance of defeating the administrators. It'll be tough, yes, but eventually, there'll be no more to invade us.
But Mr. Kuriki, if all of you or Elcor are slain, that would be the end of the species. The astrolabe requires all the administrative authority and Elcor to function. I could not manipulate the astrolabe. Much of my existence is human after all.
Well, if that's the case, we just have to make sure we keep ourselves and Psyduke safe.
I'm totally down for this. It's pretty freaking simple. All we gotta do is kill the damn monsters that try to kill us, right? Besides, it really pisses me off that these dumbass administrators get to decide what happens in our world. This world belongs to humans. We make our own decisions.
That's my point. This is our world. We don't need administrators. And as long as we reject their rule, we control the astrolabe. After they're gone, we can still use the astrolabe to improve the world, end all suffering and poverty. It'll even be possible for us to restore the environment to its original state. We can improve our science, advance our medicine, heal those that suffer from incurable illnesses.
Okay, now you're going a little too far, I think.
The power of the astrolabe shouldn't be used to lord over humankind. It should be used to help them prosper. It'll be a long and arduous battle, but imagine what humanity could gain from victory.
True. Controlling the astrolabe would be a great boon to mankind.
See? Sako agrees. What about the rest of you?
I'm not convinced.
You don't seem convinced. Keep it in mind. So, any other ideas?
To fight a nigh-endless onslaught of administrators and swords. I suppose that is one possibility, Shining One. Me? Well, there is the plan of which you and I spoke. We have the option of appointing a human as administrator, allowing them to ascend to the heavenly throne.
A human administrator? Is that even possible?
It is, though to do so, we require the reactivation of all functions of the astrolabe. By rewriting the data in the Akashic record, we could change a human into a being more like me, which would allow them to ascend the throne.
I see. And we could use the Triangulum I captured, repurposing them into this administrator's swords. We could do all that with the power of the astrolabe. It is like my plan, but will not require the multitude of sacrifices.
Correct. Moreover, should a human take the throne, there is no worry that they would wish to harm mankind. He or she would, in essence, be caretaker of the world.
A human governing the human world. So that is the future you seek.
Correct. But I should stress that the human who takes on this role will shoulder a heavy burden. They will have the power to reshape the world and the responsibility to guide it.
If they wanted, they could alter the world however they please. But should the world take a turn for the worse, all responsibility would rest upon them. A heavy burden indeed. Although if one of sound morals were to take up the throne, the world could turn out beautiful.
True. Alas, there is one flaw to keep in mind. The human that sits upon the heavenly throne would remain forever in the Akasha stratum. They would never be able to speak to their friends, to share the same time as them. They would know the world only from a distance.
No, that sounds really lonely.
That would be almost like death.
Although, the idea itself isn't a bad one. If a human becomes an administrator, we could restore the damage done to the world, and the other administrators wouldn't invade.
Yeah, but who would take up the throne then at such a terrible price?
Boy, I wonder who. Boy, I wonder who.
Alright, so that's another option before us. Allow me to offer up one more alternative. We could create an entirely new world.
A new world? What does that mean exactly?
It means an escape from the administrator system. The astrolabe can not only regress the world, but it can recreate it from nothing. And this new world would be outside the influence of the Akashic Record. In other terms, we would no longer be bound to the rule of the administrators.
But Yamato Hotsui, you and I discussed the flaws in this solution previously.
I'm aware, Alcor. This newly created world would begin in a primeval state, devoid of all our history and technology. We must avoid this at all costs.
Is there a way around that? Is some way we can make it not primeval?
There is. It requires considerable use of the administrative authority.
What do you mean?
The administrative authority has the ability to inherently project one's will onto the world. We could further divide the authority you all possess amongst the entire population of the world. The combined will of 7 billion people would be actively reflected in the new world's creation. Collectively, there is a chance we could reshape everything. If we enacted this plan, perhaps we could avoid the primeval world entirely.
The music really says, yo, this is the ending you should go for, guys. This is the good ending. Let's go. This is the one you should pick.
Oh, cool, cool. If we make all that happen, maybe we could get a world pretty close to, this one. One big problem, though. There's barely anyone left alive in this world. There's certainly nowhere near 7 billion.
Even when a human has died, their data still exists within the Akashic Record. We can access that data and give to them a share of the administrative authority. If we do this, we can use the willpower of the deceased to change the world. The problem is, we can't be certain that the administrative authority will function the same in this new world. There's no assurance that we will be able to shape this new world as we see fit.
True. There is one other complication worth our discussion. If we are able to use the authority to reshape this new world, it will be forged by the will of all people.
So we won't just get people with good intentions, we'll get the will of evil people too. If it turns out that humanity is predominantly wicked, frightened, desperate, we'll get a world that will reflect that.
Yes, that's correct. And the world we make would be permanent. There'd be no chance to recreate it again. After all, if there's no administrator system, there will be no astrolabe. With no astrolabe, there'd be no regression. We'd never be able to modify the world or return it to a past state. But consider the alternative scenario. It might be a better world than this one. The will of 7 billion people, all wishing for some form of happiness, would be imprinted upon it.
We're basically betting the fate of the entire species on a single roll of the dice.
Pretty much, yeah.
It is surely dangerous, but I think it is a risk worth taking. To strive for success, one must take calculated risks. Does anyone have any further ideas? Well then, it seems these are our 3 best theories. Now we must choose one.
Brother, wait. I'm sure everyone needs time to think before we commit to a solution. Why don't we allow them all a moment to ponder this rather than forcing them to decide right now?
You have a point.
Shining One, which path would you choose? I believe that no one would dispute your appraisal of the situation.
Yeah, I'm basically the word of God in this group.
He's right. I mean, you aren't our fearless leader for nothing.
As long as you're with us, I think we could survive any world.
It seems as though your opinion will be the deciding factor for all of us. We don't have long before the Void takes this world. We will have to decide before then. As for the rest of you, make your final preparations. Battle awaits.
Alright, well, I know which one I'm picking, so, yeah.
So, have you come to a decision? Then again, the only logical course of action would be to follow the path I have laid out.
You are correct.
My brother is correct. The plan has its share of risks, but a new world presents the best future for mankind.
Okay, now when is he going to refer to you as sister? I've made it clear several times, like playing the Yakuza series, and how Kiryu never fucking referred to Haruka as his daughter, but with some reason fucking referred to Daigo as his son, which was nonsense. Also in like Persona 5 Scramble. I don't know why, but one thing that like really hits home for me in stories is reconciliation of family. So if you want to refer to her as sister at some point in the game, that'd be great.
Nonsense. More importantly, we must decide what to do with this world. The administrator system is the sole reason why humankind now stands on the precipice of extinction. In order to completely escape it, we must create a brand new world.
Well, maybe. But we don't even know that we can make a new world with the administrative authority. And even if we can make it, could we make it a modern world like this one? Everyone's will is going to be reflected in the new world. Even evil people. The world could end up totally messed up.
You are correct. The world would reflect the individual wills of 7 billion people. And all humans, myself included, are imperfect, selfish, and foolish. We are weak to temptation, we are greedy and lazy, and easily corruptible. There is no doubt that such iniquities might influence the world in a negative way. But we cannot know for certain, and I feel this is a chance worth taking.
Why?
Because even the lowest of mankind has the potential to grow and change. Daichi Shijima, Ionita, Yuzuru Akie, Hinako Kujo, Keita Wakui, Airi Ban, Jungo Torii, Makoto Sako, Otome Yanagiya, Fumi Kano, Ronaldo Kurigi. Every single one of you has grown through the ordeal of the administrators. The same can be said for every human. People have the potential to change.
You have changed as well, Yamato Hotsui.
Our kind may now be able to wish for a better world. A world that would not be consumed by wickedness and greed. If the majority of people can put the success of mankind over their own petty desires, then the newly created world may yet surpass our current one. Indeed, this choice relies heavily on whether we truly believe mankind can change for the better.
I may only be partially a human, but I dearly love humanity. There is a dark, ugly side, but humanity is also capable of beauty and passion and purity. I want to believe in mankind. I believe they could make a better world.
Join me on this path. I knew you would understand.
So you have decided that we should create a new world. If that is the solution you have reached, then it is the solution we will all endorse.
No more administrators guiding the way. Humans will be free to create their own history.
So, this is the path you have chosen. Then I will argue mine no further. A new world, broken free of the administrator system, where man's potential is limitless. Sounds pretty good to me.
Then I believe we are decided. All that remains are the modifications to our skill credibility and the terminal.
The terminal modifications are complete, but I have yet to finish the expansion of the skill crack function. It should be done by 3 o'clock in the morning, by your reckoning of time.
Very well. Until then, we must all make our final preparations for the battle against Canopus. You are all dismissed.
Hey, Lovely! So, it looks like you decided to make a brand new world and escape from the whole administrator system.
Indeed.
It's risky, but I think it's a great idea. It solves the problem at its source. But, you know, there is one thing I gotta tell ya.
Go on.
In the new world, Tico's probably not gonna be around. I'm really sorry I can't be with you forever and ever.
Oh man, what's the point?
But we should enjoy what little time we have left then. I'll be here all through the upcoming battle. Now quit standing around and go blow that stupid Canopus to smithereens!
Ah, yeah. Quietly close your phone. It's like, okay, shut up. Just close the phone. Just shut up.